Hey, what's up? It's Cody the Duke on your I guess we'll call it Guns and Money channel because so far, if you have been lucky enough to watch and subscribe, which I strongly encourage you to do, please like and subscribe first before we get started. Go and watch some of my other videos, but mostly I've covered my firearms and some of my go bags and multi-tools, machetes, knives, etc. A lot of good videos. So go check out my content, like and subscribe subscribe to this channel, and I guarantee you'll like some of the videos. So go check it out first off. The second, want to cover the one of my favorite ARs and one of my favorite companies, firearm makers, Sig Sauer, and they have a relatively new AR. So if you know anything about Sig Sauer, been around for a while, founded in Switzerland, which everyone should know. Switzerland makes amazing stuff, watches, cheese, clocks, watches, or what, I mean, knives, Swiss Army knives. Anyways, but the brand Sig Sauer has a very well-known name. And so today we're going to cover the Sig Sauer M400 Tread Coil. So the Tread, M400 Tread, was Sig Sauer's entry level, or AR-15. Sig Sauer doesn't do anything cheap. So what my channel is about, I believe in being very financially stable, but I also love having firearms. However, I also view them all as a tool. So as like every tool I have, I don't want to ever put anything on debt, but I also want to have good stuff. So this is an awesome one. It is a step above entry level. If you do want to get into entry level, you can get in like the 500, 600, 700 range. Wouldn't suggest that for an AR-15. I have one, and the two that I have that are more in the $900 to $1,100 range are far superior. And so I'll talk about that briefly. Just on the topic of Sig Sauer, they have taken this tread, which I'll talk about here briefly, and have upgraded recently to two new, the coil, which I'm about to show you. And then they have also come out with the switchblade, which is very similar. It looks like my mustache is doing something weird, but it's not. Anyways, I got a little bit of gray in there. The wisdom that you guys should be hearing. So anyways, so today we're going to be talking about the Sig Sauer M400 Tread Coil, or if you look it up online, the trd-coil, C-O-I-L. It is a 16-inch AR-15, a direct impingement, 1 in 8 twist. And so if you look on videos, there are not a lot of videos on the coil on YouTube, or not a lot out there yet, as it is relatively new. The tread has been around for a while, and you can pick up a tread for maybe $800-900. I looked it up on GunBroker. It looks like you could find a pretty good one for $900 or so, 900 to 1,000 maybe. The coil comes with a lot more and fixes some of the issues that people said about the tread. So just real quick, I'll flip it around and show you. But here is the Sig Sauer M400 coil. Very badass. Now some of the complaints, three that I read online. One is people don't know how to handle an AR-15. So that's an issue in itself. So when I read a couple who complained about the initial rounds when they first got it not feeding. And so what they were doing is putting their mag in and then not fully pulling back the charging handle, which on all AR-15 platforms, you need to completely pull the charging handle back and then release. That will definitely get the round into the chamber. If not, there is this button here on every AR-15 right there. that you can press, and that should jam the hammer forward. Okay, so that problem is not really a problem with the tread in itself, it's just a problem with the user. The two, though, that are taken care of by the coil, one, in the way the coil's hand barrel or hand guard, the free-floating hand guard that covers the barrel down, it did not have enough of the slots to let the heat out. So direct impingement AR-15 is what most AR-15s are. There are a couple that are piston, which is something you should look up on your own online. But most AR-15s are what's called direct impingement, which the Sig Sauer has an awesome direct impingement system, which I'll show you. And direct impingement compared to piston, main thing, the gas does go all the way down the barrel and then comes back and then chambers a new round with the gas from the initial explosion of that round that you just shot. This one is very smooth. Direct impingement is on probably 99% of AR-15s, and it is supposed to run with a little less recoil and a little smoother, so you can run them suppressed very easy, and you don't get as loud of a bang as you will with a piston system. Now, there are some really awesome piston ARs. PWS and LWRCI are two companies that make a great piston system for an AR-15. But mostly what you'll think of with a piston system is an AK-47. All right, so that's enough about that. 1 in 8 twist rate, which you can do some research on 1 in 8 versus 1 in 7 twist. My CMMG has a 1 in 7 twist, a 1 in 8 twist. Really, for a 5.56 round out of a 16-inch barrel, doesn't have that much effect. What it means is 1 in 7 means it rotates faster than 1 in 8 and stabilizes the round. 1 in 8, though, allows you to, so 1 in 7 is really designed for a bigger bullet. So if you are shooting an 18-inch or a much higher caliber, then yes, a 1 in 7 twist would be something you should look into. But for an AR-15 platform, 1 in 7, 1 in 8, 1 in 9 twist rates should not have much effect, unless maybe you're trying to win some 1,000-yard shooting competition. But even then, I wouldn't suggest a 5.56. All right, so let's get into the coil and some of why it's awesome. Oh, the second thing I forgot to mention, besides the handguard heating up, is the trigger, which Sig Tread trigger is not really a problem, like compared to other companies. So this one does have a flat Sig Timney trigger, which I'll show you. It is amazing. So, all right, let's flip it around and take a look. Okay, so real quick, it came like just from butt to is almost fully ampy. So we have an M-Lock SLK buttstock. It does have 6 settings, which is awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really awesome. And it has the rubber on the back, just a little extra bonus. And then you see a sling mount right there. All right, so buffer tube, pretty much the same. One thing that is not ampy is the charging handle, which I will likely replace. All right, now this is normally not here on a right-handed rifle, but this is a safety for both sides. Here is our standard mag release. As you can see, there is our flat trigger. It does have an extra thing here where you can put a few extra optics batteries. One thing I would say is a negative of this is the pick rail only runs here. It does not run along the handguard. The handguard has all M-Lock. So one thing you do have to buy is a little So if you wanted to put iron sights, which I'm going to do here soon, you have to get an extra riser, an extra pick rail right here. You can't put just a regular iron sight on this M-lock because it will be uneven to the one that you put on the back here on the pick rail. They won't line up. So you get an extra little 3-inch, 4-inch pick rail designed for this so that they're even. Okay. So first thing you can see if you know what a tread looks like is that the tread did not have any of these vents for heat to get out until about here. And then even the slits here were smaller. So the heat could not escape until about here, meaning anything on this would just burn up after, 60 rounds, 90 rounds, it'd be on fire. So unless you had an awesome handguard like this, which even so, sometimes your hand touches this, you do not want to light it on fire. So, all right, anyways, next thing, stainless steel barrel. The direct impingement system, which you can see a little bit on here, is state-of-the-art on this firearm, which is what made the tread incredible and why this thing is only 7 pounds. That is another big benefit to direct impingement. It is lighter, and being 7 pounds is amazing. So, other thing, we have a 3-prong flash hider. As with all SIGs, this can come off and adapt to any SIG front with a clip. Now the front handguard, you'll see, is at a slight tilt. So if you have a preference, this would be exactly straight up and down, so you can see it slightly tilted back. You can flip it around if you prefer to have that facing forward a little, and then a little extra hand stop here. I'll show you how I use those in a second, and I'm likely going to move this back one, or I might swap this gear out depending. All right, Romeo optic on the top. Do like the Romeo optic. You can get them for maybe $129 to $200 depending on where you go. All right, let's flip it over and show you some of the other ampy stuff here. All right, so here's your standard safety, a little bigger than the other one, but again, the ampy mag release. And then even here, on the, oh man, why am I not, I can't remember the name. Normally you just have this to charging handle, but it has this little extra thing here, which most don't. Anyways, there's your standard tread symbol, and then everything else looks the same. You can see that direct impingement system, how small and well done it is. I took this to the range the other day, and after zeroing it in, it is smooth, man, just super smooth. All right, so just a couple things. It did come with a PMag. Forgot to show everyone at home. I always run this safely. Nothing there, and nothing here. All right, so we're clear. See, everything's clear. Now, you would normally pull all the way back and let it go. All right, so let's flip it around. One thing, I got them to throw in this Lancer mag. For anyone who has mag, these run about 20-25 bucks, but they are my favorite. This I showed in another video is an ATI 60 round mag. It's your standard P mag for 10, 12, 15 bucks. And a new favorite of mine, the Hex mag, which I really like. I cannot quite tell which is heavier. This is definitely the lightest of the three. And these two weigh about the same. All right, so let me just show you real quick so we don't have to keep this that long. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, hold on. All right, so Sig Sauer M400 Tread Coil. As I mentioned, next thing I'll be getting is the add-on front and back sights, but just show you a few things here real quick. Oh geez, I swear I'm way better than this. All right. So can hold here, 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 here. Some people will do this, whatever. You have a lot of different options. But this thing is light. Supposedly my CMMG is only 6.5 pounds, and this thing feels way lighter. Probably because I don't have some of the attachments yet, but we'll see when the whole thing is done. This normally fires a 5.56 NATO round. Also fires a 2.23 Remington. All right, so just to show you the ease, finger right here on the mag release is perfect. If I had to, it can go to this side mag release as well. And all right, so let's show the trigger here. So, all right. Oh, safety. That's it. It's a 3.5 to 4 pound pull. Let me keep my finger on it so I can show you the take up. Come on. All right, that didn't work. Okay, now here's the take up. Ready? You won't even notice it. And then, bam. So that follow-up shot is amazing. So I'm gonna add the sling on here, iron sights, flip up, and a flashlight, and this thing should be ready to rock as my number one. But you can see that 3-prong flash hider is pretty sweet in itself, and this thing I would rate as high as I can. Sig does have their what they call non-entry level AR, the MCX series, which you've probably heard of a Rattler or a Virtus before. Those run in the 2300, 2500, 2800 range. Not my style. I'd rather have 2 of these than 1 Virtus, and that's because I believe in value. Even though there are some awesome $2,500, $2,800 firearms I would love to have, I would rather have a couple of these just in case this one blows up or I lose it or it gets stolen or whatever. I view all of these as investments, which as I get in more into the finance side, or if you've watched some of my other videos, I view every one of these as a tool, and there is a reason I have this. All right, so that just about wraps it up. I'm trying to think of anything else, but this is Cody the Duke. Like and subscribe my channel. Go watch some more videos and comment. Let me know what you think about the Tread Coil, about any other videos I can do. I still have my safe. I have my day bag, my go bag, my closet, by the bed. I could do a couple other firearm videos. Whatever. Possibilities are endless. I'm also going to drop a few finance videos just because I don't think the average person understands how to handle their finances. Not saying if you do, but if you don't have 6 months of money, emergency fund in the bank with some retirement set up and you're my age, you shouldn't be buying stuff like this. Maybe buy a $200 shotgun and call it a day. So anyways, that's it. Cody the Duke signing off. Have a great day. Thanks, YouTube. Later.